Come on, come on, more, come on. Oh, thank goodness. Oh dear. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of my China updates and trends series. Because I know how hard it is to find some information about China as a Westerner, I thought I could make a series where I could introduce some new topics, trends, unique things happening in China so that you know what's going on. Lately I've been doing so much research just because I like knowing about what's going on in China, and I thought that I could make it easy and share some of that stuff with you. Keep in mind that what I talk about in these videos is based off of my own research, so if I do say something that is unclear or it doesn't make sense or you think it's wrong, then just let me know in the comments. So today we're going to be talking all about the luxury market trends for 2021. So the reason why I chose to talk about luxury in today's video is because I, for one, am very interested in the luxury market. And because of COVID-19, the luxury market has completely changed and the Chinese consumer is basically the key to the success of luxury. So today we're going to be talking about two things in particular. The first thing is the luxury consumer in China. Who are they? Who actually buys luxury in China? And number two is the actual trends that we're going to see in 2021. Are you as excited as I am? I've done so much research about this topic and I've compiled everything into this video that I think that you should know. So let's just get started. So let's start off with that first point. Who actually buys luxury in China? So firstly, we have creators. Now creators make a pretty decent income. They are self-made. They also really like having a luxurious kind of lifestyle as well. I mean, we've seen this quite often, you know, when we're watching on YouTube a bunch of young stars who all really love luxury products. It's the same thing in China. Number two, we have rich second generation kids, and they have been exposed to wealth since day number one. A lot of them will go to school overseas, their fashion and everything is very Western influenced, and they kind of have that international lifestyle. So next up we have high school and university students, but these guys actually tend to receive luxury as gifts or to fit into the crowd. They like to gain the recognition from other people, you know, because like around at that age, I guess it's like the cool thing, right? And actually people who were born after the year 2000 are more susceptible to being affected by trends. And for some reason that just happens to always be some luxury product. So you may have noticed that I actually left out the more middle-aged luxury shoppers. So why is that? That's because even though they make up a large portion of luxury purchases, they actually aren't as susceptible to being attracted to those trends. They're more so the kind of people to really think what they're going to buy rather than just following a trend. So because this video is more so about the trends, that's why I'm introducing to you mainly the younger consumers. I just had a small little break. Have to get your bubble tea fix, you know what I mean? Lately I've been really into sour things, so I'm getting like lemonade all the time, like anything lemon, anything sour, or like weird flavors. I don't know, I'm not into your regular. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's move on. So because of COVID, a lot of things have changed, right? That's pretty obvious. Businesses have had to change the way they work, people change the way they buy things, everything has changed. But for 2021, things are starting to look up a little bit, especially in China, because of vaccines, because households have more savings, because the economy in general in China is going up. So people are really wanting to re-explore buying things, if that makes sense. So luxury companies want to take advantage of that hope and of people's willingness to buy more things and use them in their strategies for 2021. So let's get to the trends. The first one is sustainability. Did you guys think that would be one? So because of the pandemic, people are starting to think more about health for themselves, but also for the world. Anything sustainable is becoming more desirable and respected. So a lot of people right now are saying that they would rather choose eco-friendly and sustainable products over your regular product. And a lot of this is coming from those young consumers that I just mentioned. And as you guys can see here, Prada and Gucci have actually introduced new lines called Re-Nylon or something. Yeah, Re-Nylon. And these lines all have sustainable packaging and are made with sustainable materials. And I think they look actually pretty cool. So I guess that just makes us think, what else are luxury brands going to be doing this year? And are other brands gonna also be introducing these sustainable lines and packaging I don't know, I guess we're gonna have to find out. So the next thing I want to discuss is also COVID related, or happened because of COVID. And this is something that I never thought would actually be a thing, but apparently it is. And that is duty-free shops. Now, normally you see duty-free shops when you go to the airport, right? And these are places where you won't really have to pay tax on the items that you're buying. Now, to make things really clear, in China, luxury products are taxed extremely high. So that's why so many Chinese people go abroad to Europe or to the US to buy luxury products and bring them back to China. But here's the problem. They can't buy luxury products abroad right now. They can't travel internationally. So what's the solution? Well, one province in China called Hainan has become a very hot spot lately. Why is that? Well, let me tell you, they have a lot of duty-free shops. Out of just 4 duty-free shops in the province, they made almost $5 billion US worth of sales. So what's the result of this? Obviously, Chinese consumers are flocking to duty-free shops. So there are more applications than ever for Chinese retailers, luxury brands to enter these duty-free shops. To be completely honest with you guys, the concept of duty-free shops is still a little bit foreign to me. I don't know all of the details about how it works within China, but I thought this might give you a slight introduction as to what is kind of happening over there. I want to talk a little bit more about what's going to be happening online for luxury. So obviously Douyin, which is the Chinese TikTok, and Bilibili, the Chinese YouTube, are extremely big platforms for video content. And luxury brands are starting to realize this. Chinese people are extremely social and influence each other. So brands should acknowledge that and really interact with people online. Or they can offer special deals or VIP access so that they can maintain and foster a really, really strong relationship with their customers. Off-White recently did something that was quite cool to me. They recently opened up a special WeChat store where they offered a specific line just for people coming from their WeChat. Now, this specific line is limited to the people who find them on WeChat. So again, that makes them feel kind of special. Wow, I'm so lucky I get to have this line because I knew about their thing happening on WeChat. Like it really makes them feel like kind of good, right? And also Gucci just opened up a shop on the largest online shopping center in China called Tmall. Now, why is that such a big step? It's because luxury brands don't usually go on there, but it could be the right direction to go since it is the most used online shopping center in China. But I quickly did just want to give a shout out to Balenciaga's Chinese TikTok page, just because the campaigns they have on there and the videos they post are just really strange. But I guess it's meant to get people talking, right? So props to them. Next, I want to discuss the types of products. Now, there's a specific trend that we might be seeing a little bit more of in 2021. And what is that? Sport collabs. Chinese consumers specifically want to see more fashion and functionality at the same time. We have recently seen Prada with Adidas, we see Gucci and North Face. There's so many of these collaborations that you never really would have expected before. Now, yes, it does make a product more wearable, meaning it is worth paying that much money for it, but there's a few complications that come along with this. An example that I found online was, would you buy Dior's first ever ski collection? Would you actually use it for skiing? Or would you prefer to buy from an actual snowboarding or skiing company? So in these cases, what is a collaboration even good for? There's benefits normally to both companies though, even if it doesn't work out in the way they planned. For the sport brand, they get a really solid introduction to the luxury market. And luxury brands can add on to their more lifestyle or streetwear fashion side. The good thing for luxury brands is no matter that if the collaboration was successful or not, it doesn't really do any harm to them because they're so rich, but they might reach new people that they wouldn't have had the opportunity to reach before. So their audience would just basically grow. Now, other than sports collaborations, I want to talk about Chinese feng, like the Chinese wind, okay? What do I mean? Let me tell you. Because of the pandemic and not being able to travel outside of China, Chinese consumers have started to respect and love domestic brands and companies more. They're more willing to support Chinese brands. In other words, Chinese nationalism is at an all-time high. So something that luxury brands are going to have to do to stay relevant with China is they're going to have to do maybe collaborations or change up some product lines so that they're more appealing to the China image, if that makes sense. For example, they can work with local designers or be inspired by certain Chinese stories in order to really grasp that attention of a Chinese consumer. But overall, something to note is that what really gets the attention of Chinese consumers is emotional marketing. And that's especially for young people because it really gets their attention. If you can tell a really good story that evokes emotion, then you will have somebody's attention and you're going to feel more connected to that brand or to that person, whichever way you're going. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is regardless of what luxury brands have to do, they have to have a strong brand image and a story. So essentially, those are the trends that we can expect to see in 2021 within China. What do you guys think? Did I miss anything? Did I cover it all? Let me know. I know this video was a bit more targeted towards the luxury market rather than actual fashion trends, but if you want to see more about fashion trends, then just let me know. I was thinking about making a video about that too, so tell me in the comments if that's something you want to see. I hope you guys learned something new today, and if you did not, then sorry. But if you did like the video, make sure to like the video and also subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content about China. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you are notified every time I post a video so that you never miss one. And if you feel so inclined to, you can also leave a comment and share this video with people who might find it interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or great night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!